So today we will be working on the, our main focus will be on the neck and shoulders. I don't know about you, but I know that my shoulders, upper back and neck get tight very often. And especially for us who do our yoga practice regularly, unfortunately, that's one of the caveats here. Once in a while, it gets a little bit overworked, right? Or in whatever else we're doing in life, you know. Most people have a little bit of tightness in their shoulders at sometimes or often. But the shoulders and the neck are also connected to the rest of the body, to the pelvis in particular. So we'll be working all the areas that are connected. Well, let's see what happens if the shoulders and neck get some love and freedom after we finish, all right? Okay, so what we want in the, we want the stability and mobility in the shoulders and the neck area, right? So mobility, we usually reach by stretching the muscles, and stability by strengthening them. That's what we're going to be doing. All right, lie down in Vajrasana, please, if available to you, on your belly, forearms stacked, forehead on the stacked forearms. Alternatively, you can choose to take your centering in child's pose. So if you want to come down to child's pose with the knees apart, arms stretched over the head, that's fine too. Or maybe Shavasana is what's called for this morning. So those are three good choices for you to rest, relax, and establish the breathing pattern for the practice. So wherever you are, once you're comfortable and relaxed, then you'll bring your awareness to your breath. Close your eyes. Bring your awareness inward and just spend a couple of moments with yourself. Try to set your burden aside, whatever is on your mind. Just take it and set it aside next to you. It will be there for you when we finish. So for now, just give yourself permission to devote this next hour or so of practice to yourself, to bettering yourself. Okay, start gently deepening your breath if you haven't already, both inhalation and exhalation. Let your breath become a little bit slower, deeper. And then on your next exhalation, start gently engaging the abdominals. As you exhale, very gently, without much effort. There is effort, of course, but not too much. Without striving, exhale, pull the belly towards the spine. On the inhalation, release. So wherever you are, we're starting to warm up the core. Good. Okay, and now If you are in Makarasana, in the crocodile position, push up and back into child's pose. If you are in child's pose, stay in child's. If you are on your back in Shavasana, hug the knees into the chest. Okay, if you have your knees into your chest, if you're on your back now, with the knees bent, place the feet on the mat. And we're going to continue with our abdominal squeezes. So either on the back or in child's pose. Take a few breaths, squeezing the abdominals on the exhalation. You can also involve the root block here. So if you're familiar with that, so squeezing the perineum floor, lifting up the perineum floor and the abdominals on the exhalation, and think about the energy containment if you are squeezing the perineum floor. So you're gathering the energy at the root of the body and then sending it up the spine. Okay, now stop that movement, please. And now we all need to be in child's pose. Unfortunately, I can't see you. So, but I'm inviting everybody to come to child's pose now for the side stretches. So your knees are apart, arms stretched over the head, and let's cup the fingers. So only the fingertips are on the floor. And now lift the head and walk your hands over to your left side. And now bring the palms down. And now firmly pressing the hands into the floor, push the right hand away from you and the left hand towards you. A deep, deep breath here. Okay, relax the tension in the arms, shoulders, walk your hands back through the center, over to the right. Press both hands into the floor and press the left hand away from you, right hand towards you. And release the tension, lift the head, walk the hands back to center. And then walk the hands back towards you. Come lie down on your back for bridge. Okay. So we're gonna do a couple of rounds of dynamic bridge. So we'll be moving with the breath. Just a few rounds. We're still in the warm-up mode. Okay. So arms down next to the body. Actually, let's take the arms out with about 45 degrees. And palms up. Shins vertical, knees and feet about hip distance apart. And now inhale here, and then on the exhalation, start peeling the lower spine first up, and then the rest of the spine. Then inhaling here in bridge, and then on the next exhalation, rolling the spine slowly down, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, you can arch the back here, pressing the tailbone down to the ground. And then on the next exhalation, start peeling the spine off the ground, coming up. Inhaling, staying here, and then on the next exhalation, then again, Rolling the spine down, inhale, arch the back if that feels good. And another round of that. Good, and then bring the back down to the ground, to the floor. Take 1, 2 deep breaths here, just feeling your spine, relaxing the shoulders. And then roll over to one side, push yourself up, and come sit in Vajrasana if this is available to you. Sitting on the heels. You can have a block or some blanket in between your upper legs and lower legs, or if this is still not available, sit in Sukhasana, cross-legged. All right? Okay, so we're gonna find our neutral spine here in this sitting position. All right, so let's start with shoulders down. Let's start with lifting the chest up. So lifting the chest, that brings the shoulders back a little bit and arches the back. So, and the lower ribs are a little bit forward now. All right, now engage the lower abdominals. And that should bring our spine into the neutral position. Shoulders directly over the hips. Hands on the legs. And now press the hands into the tops of the thighs, elongating the front of the spine. The spine is still in neutral position, including the neck. Okay. Now close your eyes and just feel your spine in this neutral position. Breathe. Make sure you're not lifting the shoulders to the ears. Shoulders are down. Okay, good. Relax. Release. All right, let's bring the arms out to the sides. Just reach your fingertips out to the sides, stretching the joints here on this level a little bit. Good, and then bring the hands behind the head. Again, make sure that your ribs, lower ribs didn't jut out as you did that. So the spine is still neutral. So here is what we're going to be doing. On the exhalation, rounding the back, tucking the chin, bringing the elbows together. And then on the inhalation, coming back to neutral spine. Don't arch the back here. Okay. A few more times. Exhale. Round the back. Inhale. Open. Come back to neutral. Again. Good. Come up, come to neutral spine, and release the arms down. Just let your arms and shoulders rest for a moment. Okay. This is kind of a subtle exercise, but it works the neck and upper shoulders and that dowager hump, you know, at the base of the neck really well. Okay, so you can lift the shoulders just a little bit and then bring them back. So squeeze that upper back, right? Hold it like this. And now you're gonna, on the exhalation, bring the chin down, stretching the back of the neck. And then on the inhalation, bring the chin up, but do it very gently, easy. Exhale. Inhale, keep squeezing the shoulders back. Good. And then release, relax. Relax the shoulders, relax the upper back. Take a deep, relaxing breath here. Okay. Release the fingertips to the sides. Now inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, left hand down, right arm over the head. The head is neutral here. Okay. Now on the inhalation, if available, turn your head and look at the right hand. On the exhalation, turn the head, look at the left hand. If that works with your neck, if there's any pain, do not do it. And on the next inhalation, come up, both arms up. And exhale, right hand down, side bend to the left, and the same neck movement here. Do it a few times, only if it works for you. And that is actually about any movement that we're doing here. If there's any pain present, absolutely stop. And on the next inhalation, coming up, reach up, but pull the shoulders down. Okay, now lift the head, lift the chin, exhale, lower the chin down. Again, lift the chin, exhale, lower. One more time. Good. And then on the exhalation, roll the arms down, relax the shoulders, close your eyes, take a deep breath or two. Just how does it feel in the upper body now? Can you feel any difference so far? Is there any warmth in the shoulders? Can you feel freedom in the shoulders? And whatever you can feel there is fine. That's what it is, and that's what we're working with. Okay? All right. Now let's come sit cross-legged. If you're not already there, come sit cross-legged. And you can sit on your blanket or on a cushion if you wish. Okay. Let's roll the shoulders. Good, and then reverse the direction. Just any kind of shoulder rolls that feel good. Okay, bring the hands to the back for support. Like only the fingertips on the floor. So you're not leaning back on your arms. Your arms are there to help extend the torso, right? Okay, and now squeeze the shoulders together. The chin is neutral. Breathe. Good. And release. Come back to neutral spine. Okay. Inhale, bring the arms up, intertwine the fingers, rotate the palms out. If you can. If that's not available, just have your hands at the shoulder distance apart, right? Okay, now bring the arms wherever they are, forward. And then lean forward a little bit, like you're pushing something away from you with your hands in front of you. So your torso at a little bit of an angle, don't round the back here, so neutral spine. And then we're going to do a few cat-cow movements in this position. So inhale, lift the chest, arch the back. You can lift the chin a little bit. And then exhale, round the back, push the hands away from you. Inhale, arch the back, lift the chest, and continue this movement. Notice all the sensations that are happening while you're doing that movement. It's a subtle movement on the outside, but there's a lot going on the inside. Notice how the lower edges of the shoulder blades come into the body when you're doing this arching. It's not exactly, you can't exactly arch the back here in this, but energetic arching of the back. So notice what happens with the shoulder blades. Breathe. Okay, good. And let's finish. Come up and relax the arms. Just rest your hands on your legs. Close your eyes. Find your neutral spine. And breathe here. Take a couple of really deep breaths. Okay, let's come up to standing. We'll continue in standing. All right. Just shake off your legs and work your legs a little bit here, just swaying side to side, maybe making circles, just to bring the circulation back to the legs. We were sitting for quite a while. Just move your hips, move your legs. Hip circles are good. Okay. All right, and now take your feet apart to any comfortable and stable distance apart. Okay? All right. Now bring your arms into cactus. Like this. Okay, now pull the lower ribs in gently. Okay, and now bring your awareness to your shoulder blades. Don't tense up. Okay, there's like an effortless effort going on here. Right? And now bring your elbows forward and then back to neutral. And notice what happens with the shoulder blades when you do that. Do it a few times, being aware of what's going on with the shoulder blades. So do you see how when we bring the elbows forward, how it retracts the lower edges of the shoulder blades into the body? And this is a good, stable position for the shoulder that supports the shoulder strength when the lower edges of the shoulder blades are inside the body. Okay, good. Okay, release the arms now, shake off. So in many poses that require the shoulder strength, that's what we want, to have the shoulder blades into the body. All right. Okay. Now bring the feet back a little bit closer. You can have your feet all together all the way if that works for you, if you feel stable on your feet. I prefer hip distance apart. It's a lot more stable in my mind. Okay? All right. So again, bring the arms into cactus. And here you're going to stabilize the hips. Try, once we start twisting to the side, try not to move the hips. So the hips are staying facing forward. All right, let's inhale here. And then twisting from the waist, twist to the right. And then at the end of the movement, feel free to extend the arms. And then on the inhalation, coming back to center. Exhale, twist to the left, maybe reaching the arms out. Inhaling back to center. Again. Keep the head neutral. Don't turn the head too much. Okay, do it a couple more times to each side. And if you choose to extend the arms as your upper body gets warmed up, maybe you can reach your fingertips out even further, just adding the stretch in the joints. Okay? All right, so finish the same number of repetitions to each side and then come to neutral, facing forward. Okay. Again, check on your stance, so you're stable. Good connection with the ground. Arms down. Okay. And now we're going to try to reach the full range of motion in the shoulders using the arms. And remember, so it's your own full range of motion. So do only what you can here, right? If something's going on with the shoulders, be careful. Okay, arms down. With the breath, inhaling, reaching the right arm up. And then on the exhalation, start bringing the arm as far back as you can, and then making a very large circle on the wall on your right. And continue. Inhaling, reaching up, and then exhaling, drawing a large circle on your right wall. One more. And release the right arm. Same thing on the other side. Inhaling, reaching the left arm up. And then on the exhalation, drawing a big circle with your fingertips on the wall on your left. Okay, good. Grab your strap, please, if you have one, or something, scarf, shirt, any kind of fabric, piece of fabric or something. Okay, and hold the strap in front of your chest, about shoulder distance apart. Or maybe a little wider, just find the comfortable. Okay, hold the strap taut. And then on the inhalation, bring the arms over the head as far back as you can without pushing the hips forward. So stay neutral in your spine, and then exhale. Bring the hands back to the chest level. Again, inhale, bring it back as far back as you can. Exhale, back down to the chest level. Again. One more time, bringing it over the head and back, and staying here, breathing. Your shoulders should feel warm. Make sure your shoulders are down. And on the next exhalation, slowly, 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 bring it all the way down. And then you can drop the strap for now and just move the shoulders a little bit. Okay. Fingertips to the shoulders and elbow rolls. And reverse. Okay, good. Release the arms. Shake them off. Relax the arms. And from the shoulders, shake off. And maybe bend the knees a little bit. Move your whole body. Okay, let's take a little bit of a breathing exercise here. Take a little break. Get rid of all the stagnation and negativity that may be collected in this upper body area. In Ayurveda, the lungs and the upper body is the seat of kapha. That means that it's a lot of stagnation, a lot of heaviness, inertia. So let's see if we can help get rid of that with this exercise. So take your feet a little bit apart, soft knees, and then inhale, bring the arms up, and then on the exhalation, through the mouth, let it all out. Ha! Inhale. Ha! Put all of you into this. Ha! One more time. Ha! And come up. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Breathe. Okay. Let's take the hands to the hips and take your feet out wide for triangle pose. So that's individual, how much distance you have in between your feet, but generally they say it's about one leg distance apart, whatever the length of your legs are. So let's keep the hands on the hips for this one. Turn your right foot out and bring your left toes forward a little bit towards your right foot. Okay, so the chest is facing in the center, but you can let your left hip come forward. All right, and then so find your pelvis. The hands are going to help us be aware of the position of the pelvis in space. Okay, so lean forward over your right leg, any degree. Okay, and here we're going to turn the head, not just the gaze, but turn the head, look at your right foot. We're keeping the hands on the body, but do push your left shoulder back. Okay, stability and strength in the core. Be aware of your pelvis here once again. Engage the root lock lightly. Good. Now bend your right knee, push into the right foot, come up. Parallel the feet. And let's take it to the other side. Turn out the left foot. Mind your alignment. Engage the abdominals, engage the root lock. And then lean over the left leg. Make sure you're not overextending the left knee. Then turn the head, looking down at your left foot, pushing the right shoulder back. Good. All right, and now again, soften the left knee a little bit more. Push into the left foot, and that will bring you up and parallel the feet. Let's move the hips around just a little bit. Okay. Staying right here with the feet out wide. Let's do half neck circles. Exhale, chin to chest, shoulders down. Inhale, bring the chin over one shoulder to the neutral position, over the shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, over the left shoulder. Repeat. Okay, finish the same number of turns to each direction and then come to center. Okay. Take any comfortable stance. Bring the arms forward. Okay, and open and close fists. Good. Roll the wrists. The arms are straight. And reverse. Now make claws. The arms are still straight and up and down. Good. And side to side with claws. Okay, good. And shake off. You can massage your wrists a little bit too here. Okay, warrior one. Right foot forward. Take your left foot back. Square the hips in the same direction as the right knee and right toes. Now bring the arms into cactus. And you can lean forward a little bit. If there's any pinching in the lower back, please do lean forward so you create length in the lower back if need be. Okay? All right. So now inhale, arch the back, bring the chest forward, up, and then exhale, bring the elbows together. Inhale, open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, bring the forearms together. Okay, good. Now release the arms down. Bring the hands to the hips. Straighten the right knee. And then on the exhalation, with a long spine, start sending the hips back. Folding forward over the right leg. You might want to pause in the middle, halfway. Check on your pelvis. Check on the strength of the this area. Everything around the pelvis. And then if you wish, you can fold forward and relax the head and neck, relax the shoulders. Feel free to bend your right knee as much as you need to so you can really relax your upper body, hang the shoulders, decompressing the spine, decompressing the shoulders. And to come up, again, press the right foot into the ground and from there, come up. And step that left foot forward, shake off. And then the other side, left foot forward, right foot back for warrior one. And then bend that left knee. So find your alignment in this warrior one pose. And you can bend that left knee any degree. If you want to challenge yourself, you can bring the hips down or maybe a little bit higher. Just firming up the back leg, hips, knee, and left toes facing the same direction. Okay, good. Now let's bring the arms into cactus. And a few movements. Exhale, bring the forearms together. Inhale, open up. One more. Good. And then release the hands on the hips. Straighten the left knee and adjust the feet. If you need it a little bit closer, please drag it a little bit closer. And then on the exhalation, again, spine long. Think about sending the hips back, hinging at the hips, folding forward. And then find your pyramid pose. You can stay right here. You can drop the hands down just for a little bit of an added bonus of relaxing the shoulders and the neck. Good. And from here, bend your left knee, hands on the floor, and then come down to your knees and take your child's pose. You can have your knees together or apart, lower down, and then bring your hands towards the feet like this. And let your shoulders relax, like droop to the floor. Once you are there, find your breath. Find your breath. And let your breath calm down. Okay. Now we're gonna work on the strength of the shoulders a little bit and the upper body. Here is the variations. So basically it's gonna be a plank on the elbows. And you can have your knees down or up for that. And here you can have your forearms parallel, like that, or you can clasp your fingers. Just make sure that your elbows are at a shoulder distance apart, which you can measure by wrapping your fingers around the elbows. And then bringing the forearms out or clasping the fingers, right? Okay. Just remember, you can choose to just to keep your knees down, but your shoulders need to be over the elbows. So this is perfectly good variation. So the knees are behind the hips, right? Or you can choose to tuck your toes and bring the knees up into a plank on the elbows. And here, wherever you are, knees down or up, what we're going to do is on the inhalation, lift the chin, pull the shoulders down towards the waist. And then on the exhalation, tuck the chin around the upper back. We're just going to do a couple of these. And again, keep your awareness on the lower edge of your shoulder blades as you're doing this. Very subtle movement. Keep the core very strong. Legs very strong if your knees are off the ground. Good, and finish. This time, keep your knees together. Push back, push the buttocks down onto the heels. Lower the head and bring the arms back. Relax the shoulders. Breathe here. Okay, come lie down on the belly, please. Okay, and extend your arms over the head. Just the fingertips on the ground, forehead down. Now with the breath, on the inhalation, lift the upper arms away from the floor. Exhale, lower. A couple of times like that. Okay, now lift the head. But keep the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Okay? Lift the head. Now press the front of the pelvis and the tops of the feet into the mat. Tuck in the tailbone. From here, cactus the arms. And inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, bring the elbows back. Again. One more time. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, bring the elbows in, squeeze. And lower. Relax your arms, turn your head down to one side. And turn the head to the other side. Okay. And then push yourself up onto all fours, tabletop. Okay, so your wrists are right underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip joints. And what we're going to do here, maybe take your hands just a little bit wider. Okay, and then exhale, drop the chest to the ground. Inhale, push the hands into the ground, lift. Drop the chest. Inhale, lift up. You can bend the elbow slightly here if that helps with the movement, but it's actually better to have the arms straight with the eye of the elbow facing forward. Again, this is the, do it a couple more times and notice your shoulder blades. This is the, it just helps to find your shoulder blades and you're protracting and retracting the shoulder blades. Okay, that's good enough. All right, come lie down on your back, please, with the knees bent. Let your spine be neutral. That means that there's a little bit of a distance. So see if you can stick your fingers underneath your mid-back. And that's what we want. We want to have that natural curve in the spine. Okay, take your feet to about mat distance apart. And then we'll windshield wiper the knees with the breath. On the exhalation, slowly bring the knees down to one side. Inhale, knees up. Exhale to the other side. So continue swaying your knees side to side like that with the breath. And do it slowly. Don't flop your knees around. Okay, and then bring the knees back to center. Now, bring your ankles underneath the knees. Take your hands to your lower belly and let's do a few rounds of the abdominal squeeze. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. And on the exhalation, squeeze the belly. Inhale, release. And continue a few more times. And you can let your pelvis roll up and down if that feels good. A little bit of a pelvic roll here, arching and rounding the back, and all that happens just by the means of you engaging and releasing the lower abdominals. And you can go into Agnisara if you're familiar. Pressing the feet into the ground and squeezing, lifting the perineum floor, squeezing the anal sphincter, lower abs, upper abs, and then releasing in reverse. Okay, let's continue. So you're continuing with your Agnisara, but start peeling the tailbone off the ground just a little bit. And then rounding the spine, placing it down, and repeat, maybe coming up a little bit higher with every repetition. Find your rhythm, find your breath here. Okay, and finish. Now, feel your back on the ground. Relax the shoulders. Turn the palms up. Relax the shoulders. Relax the upper torso, front, back, sides. Okay, now extend both legs away from you. Bring the arms over the head. Intertwine the hands again, rotate the palms out, if that's available to you. If not, you can keep the hands at a shoulder distance apart, right? And then flex the feet and exhale, reach the hands and the heels away from you. Inhale, relax. Again, exhale, reach everything away. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale, relax. One more time. Suck the belly in as you exhale and maybe even hold the breath in for a second. And then relax. Relax the shoulders, bring the arms down. Relax everything. We're not quite into Shavasana yet. It's just a moment of observation here. All right, and now bend your knees and roll over to one side. Let's have the arms stacked like that. And if you find that your head is hanging, feel free to place something under your head, like a blanket or maybe even a block. Okay, so we're here. On the next inhalation, start lifting your top arm and bring it as far back as you can. And then on the exhalation, back to where you started. Again, inhale. Bring that arm as far back as you can. I have a wall here in my way. And one more time. Okay, so, and this time we're staying there. And cactus your top arm in the back. So we want that top shoulder to be hanging. So the force of gravity helps, aids in stretching that the front of the top shoulder. Good. And then roll onto the back and we'll switch sides. So roll onto the other side with the knees bent, arms stacked, and with the breath, inhale, bring the top arm back as far back as you can, but don't place the shoulder down. Exhale, back. Again. Good, and then next time your top arm is in the back, keep it there, cactus the arm, if possible. For some, it might be too much of a stretch in the shoulder, then keep the arm extended. But if possible, bend that elbow and the shoulder is hanging. It's not supported on the ground, okay? Okay, and release, come onto your back. All right, pull the knees into the chest and make small circles with the knees. Keep the hands on the knees. Rock around so you're massaging your lower back. And then reverse the direction of the rotation. Good. If you feel like you need a little bit of an extra stretch for your groin, for your hips, you can open up the knees, you can take your happy baby. That never feels bad, right? Unless there's something going on. Okay. And then if you have a blanket handy, grab your blanket and roll it into a long bolster. So this is my Mexican blanket folded in fours, right? And then I'm gonna roll it up so it makes a small bolster, but long one, so it can support the whole length of your spine. And then you do not sit on the blanket. So there's the edge of the blanket is next to your tailbone, right? And then you lie down on that blanket, move it around so you're comfortable there. And if you have enough length, you can tuck the top end of the blanket to make a little bit more support for your head. And then relax the arms. So this is a really great passive stretch for the fronts of the shoulders. And of course, the higher the elevation, we're using just the small bolster now because we're gonna kill two birds. Or what's the expression here? At the same time. So stretching a little bit of an extra stretch to the front, but also relaxation. And the higher you're elevated, if you want to try it later, you can use a taller support underneath you. So let's see what happens here, but feel free to get rid of the bolster if after a little while it becomes uncomfortable. Then take the bolster out and just rest flat on your back, okay? So take your time, make yourself comfortable, adjust whatever is needed, and then settle into your relaxation position. Close your eyes. Do a little scan of your body. See if there's any residual tension anywhere. And we probably all know by now that you have to keep coming back to the body and the mind too, in order, not specifically looking for areas of where everything is in a knot, but see if you can notice something going on and release. So once in a while we need to come back to that and notice, because the tension tends to creep back up, especially in the areas that are habitual, that where we're habitually holding the tension. And the reason can be physical, it can be mental, it can be emotional, so all kinds of reasons. Well, but we need to be aware of that so we can work on that and not let it collect there to the point where we become sick. Relax. Close your eyes. Notice your breath. And relax the front of the body. So let your breath flow easily, freely. There is no need to change your breath. Just relax your breath. It will deepen and slow down on its own. With time, it takes time. Relax your forehead, relax your eyes. Relax the skin of the face, the jaw. Let your mouth form a little bit of a smile. Relax your neck, shoulders, arms and hands. With your mind's eye, notice your fingertips. Up the arms, relax your chest. Relax the abdominals, the pelvis, the hips. Relax the legs, the ankles, the feet, and the toes. Just pause with your awareness on your toes for a breath or two. Now up the legs, relax the buttocks, the lower back, the mid-back, the rib cage, the shoulder blades, and the upper back. And now let go of any effort. Relax your whole body. And breathe. Take a few deep, slow, relaxed breaths, being aware of the movement of breath in the nostrils. Very gently. Feel free to stay in your relaxation as long as you wish. If you are ready to come out, Take a deeper breath. And then start moving your fingers and toes. And then bend your knees, roll over to one side into the fetal position for a moment. And once you're there, just linger for a moment. Take a couple of breaths on your side. And then when you're ready, push yourself to a comfortable seated position. Once you're seated, bring the hands to the heart. Now, let's bring the sense of gratitude to mind. So gratitude to yourself for doing this morning. Gratitude to your body, to the wisdom, to the innate wisdom of your body that knows how to heal itself. And also gratitude to the yoga tradition that makes this available to us. And let's resolve to take this from the mat into the life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.